Hey everyone, Ben here from Sydney Fruit Gardening, and today I'm just going to take you on a backyard tour in, what are we, February 2024, so sort of coming towards mid-ish, late-ish summer. I'll just do the backyard today, and I'll also show you some new arrivals that just came from our good friends at Daly's. So I'll switch you around now and we'll go for a little walk. Alright, so that's just a panned out view of the tropical area here. Everything is green and lush and doing really well. So if I just start over here, I've got the apples. Apples aren't that rare, but I do have some 35 varieties grafted on these 3 trees, a lot of rare varieties. I had my first Tropic Sweet apple, not Tropic Sweet, Tropic Beauty apple the other day. This is sort of a mid-season in terms of flowering, but I do think it is a low chill apple that people aren't that aware of. Makes this real blocky kind of red apple. Not a bad taste. Got Akani apples coming through. We've had obviously the other early ones, Golden Dorset, Tropic Sweet, yeah, have all been done. I had my first red Cleopatra apple the other day, which is another Australian heirloom, very tasty. The Acerola is flowering for probably the 4th time. It's really reluctant to actually hold fruit this year, which is a bit annoying. It is in a pot, yeah, reasonable size pot. There's my sort of a hand for sizing there, but it's a reasonable size pot. Gets regular watering, but no fruiting, unfortunately, this year. We had some decent fruiting, I think, a year or 2 ago, but this year nothing. So anyway, the Lakucha or Monkey Jack is doing well in its new home. The peach is doing well. We'll take any advice on how and when to prune this to keep it as a smaller tree. I want to keep this, even though it is a full size, I want to prune it to be a dwarf basically. So I gave it a prune after it fruited. My plan at this stage is to prune it back again in winter. All right, the Rollinia here is doing well. Still holding those little fruitlets on there, and you can probably just see the one back there. More flowers coming. The dwarf Grimmel put out some new growth. Eugeniaensis, I think the name is. It's growing well. We got one berry this year. I finally got to taste it. It's a nice sort of sweet and sour taste. Just excuse the plane flying overhead. Jackfruit Espalier is doing well here. This is a seedling. Cedar Bay Cherry is doing well. Lots of new growth. It's hardening off now. Hasn't fruited yet, but it's starting to finally put on a little bit of size, which is good. The Kwaimuk is growing quite well now. It sort of waited till midsummer to really start taking off, but it is growing nicely now, even though this spot is a bit shaded. White Sepot is good. The Kampong, it is flowering again here. You can see the flowers there. It is flowering again. Hopefully it does get some more fruit set. Current fruit down here. So a bundle of about 5 or so. I don't know when they're going to be ripe, but they are looking good. The large leaf Jaboticaba, the Grimmel I think it's called, is it's hanging in there. It's doing all right. It could be doing better, I think. It's put on a little bit of new growth, but my other Jaboticabas in pots are doing a lot better. All right. So I've got a few things going on here in the middle. We've got the Soursop. This is the regular Soursop, the tropical variety. It's doing well. It's put out a lot of new growth. It's looking really happy. But the thing I'm most happy about is this lychee, the ERDON Lee. So finally it's put out new growth after being planted in ground a few weeks or month or so ago. Yeah, it's doing really nicely now. Some of this new growth appears to be coming at the expense of old growth. You can see those dead leaves, another one here. But nonetheless, it's doing quite well. Nothing on this side of the plant, but this side is shooting off nicely. So happy about that. Star apple. So star apple here, this is just living in a pot. It took a while to actually push out new growth. A lot of the new growth sort of just hanged in this sort of phase, in this kind of about to shoot out phase for quite a long time before it finally did shoot out, and now it's looking lovely. It's got that sort of golden pattern on the underside of the leaves. That's how you know. But yeah, it's the star apple. That's a marcotted variety. I'm just going to leave it in the pot and see how it does, to be honest. Go around here, the wax Jamboo. Wax Jamboo is doing fine in this sort of sheltered location, no trouble at all. It's a marcot too, hasn't yet fruited, but it did put out a lot of these nice big leafy growth not too long ago. This Rollinia, look, unfortunately the fruitlets this one held have died. Yeah, but there is more flowers on the way. I do think the one that I grew myself from seed is the better tree, I reckon, out of this one, which I brought online. Peanut butter fruit has shot out heaps of growth. It seems to be fine in this pot with regular watering. One fruitlet kind of developing there, very small still, but I'm very keen to try this fruit and see how it is. My main in-ground jackfruit, a little bit of new growth. See down here, how's the trunk? Trunk's getting bigger. Probably still quite a while away from fruiting or flowering, but steady progress being made. Canistel, it's doing okay. It hasn't recovered as strongly from the hailstorm, so that's what it's looking like at the moment. Still a lot of this ratty old growth where it copped it bad. Black Sepot. This, I'm trying to make this the central leader, and that's starting to work. It is the highest growth now, so hopefully that does start to become a little bit more of a tree. We do have fruitlets developing, as you can see there. There's more all over the tree. You know, these will be ready in August, September. They overwinter here in Sydney. All right, mountain soursop. Looking a little sad in the hot sun today, I have to say. I might give that a spray of water. Yeah. But look, it's doing okay. In ground in its new spot. Cha-cha. Just keeps on the cha-charing on. It's fine. It's got new growth here. Getting to a decent size. Now you can sort of see how big it is there. But yeah, we live on in hope for fruit there. Around the corner here, my Wart Avocado has finally come back after it sort of cracked it earlier in the season, lost all its leaves, then just sort of randomly came back. Seems to be doing okay now. A couple of the limbs died back, but yeah, we'll see how this one goes. This sort of shade tree has grown out again. This is relative of the cassava, but not actually cassava. This bay-leaved peach is doing okay. George, these are those bloody bugs that you had. The case moth, so you've been eating some of the leaves, no doubt. Alright, bananas. This is blue Java, rack of blue Java. It's got to be getting ready soon. I'm not seeing any ripening yet though, so I'm not picking it just yet, but it's got to be getting close. No other banana flowers so far. I'm hoping we get them soon while the weather's warm, but we'll see. Lee Jujube's putting out a bit of fruit. Small little tree that it is, but it's doing all right. And the green Sepots recovered from the hail as well, so that's looking nice and lush in the pot there. That's just my citrus, my potted citrus. It's doing all right. A few fig trees here. So this one's this big fig there. That one's got to be due to come off soon. Got another. This is the Adriatic Fig, I believe. It's looking good. Could probably pick that, couldn't I? Could have been a little riper, but it's still very good. All right. I'll do an update on the nursery later, but here's a couple of new arrivals. First off, it's actually a palm, guys. This is the Jacara palm or Jasara palm. It's a relative of the acai, but it grows in more temperate or subtropical climates and produces a very similar fruit to acai. So I've been on the wait list for this one for a while, and Daly's contacted me and said it's available, so I decided to pick it up. I picked up some papaya as well. This is the red hybrid variety. I figure I'll just slot these papaya in amongst the other plants because they kind of don't take up a lot of space. They just go straight up. This one's the southern red variety, so we'll see how those two go here and make it through winter, etc. Yellow Jaboticaba. My seedling died, unfortunately, so this is another seedling. Yellow Jaboticaba. I got some gingers, just normal Canton ginger. I realised I probably could have just bought a bit of ginger and planted it, but I was in the mood of adding things to my shopping cart. This is a Myoga ginger. This is the Japanese one. That's a pickle, so I'll use that one for the same purpose later on. So yeah, there's some new arrivals. Nice looking trees, I think. And that's the conclusion of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll do another update of the nursery and around the front yard another time. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.